Hold on. Brock's on screen now. What are you holding up, Brock?
I'm holding up my cover or my book of Dune because we were just talking about it, and I want to reread this book.
Okay.
By Frank Herbert.
There
I
are
was
Dune.
holding up for you. I was holding up for Andrew so you could see.
Well, I've never read Dune, and I know nothing about it. I did have a making of the old Dune movie book when I was a kid with Picard. I think Picard was in it, but I've never seen it. I never actually read that book either, or not even the making of. I just kind of had it. Yep, that's my knowledge of Dune right there. You guys ready?
It's full of dunes and worms.
I know people complaining about desert planets, and the first image you see from this movie is a desert planet. I don't know. Anyway, this is live. Live! Jonathan's here, Rachel's here, Charlie's here, Pauline's here, Rural's here, Rebel Scum Podcast is here, Stan's here, Phil. Good show. Oh, the music's still going. Just take it out. F105, nice. We the Force, live from isolation. Check it out online. You guys looking forward to the new Dune movie, I suppose? Dune?
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. I'm a big Timothée Chalamet fan.
I've noticed that you've mentioned him several times. Yes. In the last week, you've mentioned him like 3 times to me. Which
I love that the internet has not that they've created the Timothée Chalamet Saoirse Ronan universe because they were in like 2 movies together, soon to be 3. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is cool. I like this.
I've never seen anything with him in it yet.
He's pretty. I mean, he's an actor. Like, yeah.
He's an actor.
He's something.
He portrays characters well.
I watched Lady Bird, and his character is like, whatever. He's not a main character in it. He's kind of important, but like, whatever. And then I saw Call Me by My Name, and I'm like, I get it. It's art. Yeah. It's pretty good. I mean, his acting is
Does
good.
He play the beautiful boy, or does he play a less attractive boy?
No, he is the beautiful boy, and it's about addiction. It's kind of sad. But he's going to be the new Wes Anderson movie, so now I have to love everything he does.
Does that have a release date?
I don't know, man. I've only watched the trailer once.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times, but I never pay attention to the release date. Soul, the new Pixar movie, got pushed to November 20th. They finally made that move. That was a random move. And then the Pixar movie that was supposed to come out in November is now coming out in March. So they've clearing the slate of films for 2020. They're washing it clean. Let's move on.
Wait, there was a Pixar coming out in November too? They're going to do 3 in 1 year?
What was the third one?
I don't know. You just brought up the third one.
No, what was the first one? Soul?
Onward. That's a Pixar.
Yeah, because Onward was March, and then I thought it was weird that they were bringing out 2 so close together.
Well, maybe maybe the other one is a Disney movie. Who the hell cares? It was.
Yeah, because there is a Disney movie that was supposed to come out.
Oh, Mulan.
No, there's one called. It was like a new animated one. It's called Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Okay. Whatever. Pixar releases 2 movies a year when they know one of them is going to bomb, and coronavirus saved Onward. Although Onward's of the 2, Onward is the one I want to see the most, but they know what's going on.
It's pretty good actually.
But they did it with The Good Dinosaur when they knew The Good Dinosaur was
surprisingly good too.
Really? Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I will watch it eventually. It's not your phone,
Oof,
Rachel.
The Good Dinosaur was rough.
The dinosaur looked great, but it was something else. It was something else. The internet's really bad today. FYI. Just waiting for everybody to catch up. Not going to happen. Do you guys...
I rewatched Hunchback of Notre Dame this week
Underrated.
or last week.
Ooh.
Oh boy, that movie is problematic.
Yeah, I used to be obsessed with that when I was like 10, and I didn't realize just how
Hey,
deep
like if
that
it's like
rabbit hole goes.
if you're gonna do a Victor Hugo movie, cool, whatever. Like anything he's done is great. I'm not arguing that, but it's just like, wow, this was put up for kids.
Yeah.
The animation's really cool, man. Like, yeah, because we're trying to rewatch the later '90s Disney films of like the Disney princesses, I guess. And we watched Hercules and what was the other one? Mulan. And it's interesting how different the animation is in each. But yeah, oh boy, the '90s were an interesting time.
So which ones have you watched?
No, didn't. Hercules, Mulan, and Hunchback, and we're gonna watch Pocahontas, and I think that's pretty much it. Then like Toy Story started coming out. That was like the later end of the '90s, like '95 on.
Mm-hmm.
And the beginning is like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, in the same decade. And you're like, wow.
Yeah, and then Pocahontas came, and then it was like Hercules, Hunchback, Tarzan, all the way. Damn.
Tarzan, that's the other one.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for that one too.
Phil Collins.
It's interesting because like you kind of age out of that era, kind of. So it's sort of. I remember like Toy Story coming out, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, Tarzan was where I was like, it was the first time I saw one coming out, and I was like, I don't really care to see it. Like, I don't care if I miss it. Like that was where I was like, oh, I'm old now.
Hercules,
but it was weird because right before that, I think was Hercules. I want to guess, and that was like one of my favorite ones.
It's interesting to being at like McDonald's. I remember like the marketing plans.
Yes.
Thanks. So yeah. So Star Wars. How about it? How?
I just typed it in here.
Well, it has nothing to do with Disney. So.
In my journey to watch all the Star Wars content on Disney Plus, I've moved into the Freemaker series for the Lego stuff.
Ooh.
And that sounds pretty interesting. Like Roger the battle droid is probably the best part of that show. Which I think they figured out because they made a whole series of him talking about this book he wrote where he's like in every like huge Star Wars event. He's just in everything and everyone knows.
He's just Forrest Gumping his way into the movie.
Yeah. He's exactly right. It's pretty good. But it's hard. It's a little frustrating to navigate, I found at first. Because there's like the actual show series, and then there's these extras, and there's so many extras. And then the extras kind of just continue to play. Now, I know like all episodes do that. But like the Roger one just flows. You think it's one long thing. There's no credits in between. So, yeah. Have you guys watched any of that stuff?
No, I don't even know what Freemaker means. Is that like a Lego term?
I think it's like, I don't know when they created it. I feel like it has something to do a little bit with the Lego movie, kind of. But the concept is there's this group of Lego characters that just exist in different franchises.
Oh, wow.
This one is Star Wars. I don't know if they did other ones, but they're like non-Star Wars characters that then coexist with Star Wars. Like Admiral Akbar is a big part of the.
He finally gets his moment to shine.
Yeah. But there's like 2 seasons of it. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I watch this.
The actor that voices the lead character is a huge Star Wars fan. Loves Star Wars. Ah, yes, the frozen journey of podcasting.
They get real voices in there. Like Richard Kine's like an Imperial officer at one point.
Oh, wow.
And he's perfect. Like it's written. It wasn't like, oh, you know what? Richard Kine could probably do this. Like, no, this was written for Richard Kine.
Fern Gully is not Disney.
No, it is not.
It's a good one too.
Fern Gully 2 is, though. It's Disney's greatest masterpiece.
That's like going back to like marketing. There's certain movies that remind me of marketing. Fern Gully reminds me of Pizza Hut because I think you could go and they give you seeds to build your own land. And I think Land Before Time had a really impressive like sticker book.
Remember when Land Before Time
That's how
was
old
like,
we are. Pizza.
Land Before Time was like really good, and then they made like 3,000 sequels, and it turned into like a musical.
Is that a Don Bluth one?
Yeah,
I think it might be Don Bluth. I just remember, James, you remember that every time I bring these up, you remember the name of it. I don't remember, but we used to get these things in the mail where you could order VHS tapes and they were like little stamp stickers. So you send it back with the stamps of the VHS you want.
Columbia House.
Columbia House, yeah, thank you. And I remember I used to like look at this sheet of VHSs for hours. I was like, oh, look at all these movies. And when it gets to, it's in alphabetical order. So when it gets to Land Before Time, I'm like, why are there 7 of these? Like, how? What are these dinosaurs doing? Like, they made a bunch.
Yeah,
and I think I looked it up not too long ago. I think there's like 14 or something now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, there's an article on Screen Rant. You guys familiar with Screen Rant? Ooh, this internet's on fire. Here we go. We got to talk about this because Phil's here. Is Phil here? Maybe Phil's internet will work. All right, top 10. Here are 10.
Yeah.
Hi, Phil. Do you have a glass of water?
Hello, mate. No, I don't know. It's this apple juice.
I like your new setup.
They've stopped selling alcohol here for a month. There's no alcohol for a month. Yeah.
Were you impressed with James and Aaron's skills last night at that tasting?
Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed the video. I did reply to your email. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's 99% contextual anyway. So
I was pretty close. It was red.
I loved it.
I got the color right. All right, let's go Screen Rant right here. Top 10 people that would have been better for Padme than Anakin. Like, the world's out right now.
Oh, I thought you
number 10, Satine, Duchess Satine. She would have been better. 9, Rush Clovis. 8, Bail Organa. This is my favorite one, and I think it's the right one. Sabe. Which just looks like Sabe when it's written down. What?
Wait, Bail married.
And then there's Palo Jamabi.
Yeah. Who?
Her artist friend.
Yeah. Mon Mothma.
Oh.
This is a good one. Their kids would be interesting. Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, that happened behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Mina Bonteri. Captain Typho. And number 1. Okay, wait. Phil, want to guess who number 1 is?
Better for somebody, as in like a better mate.
Yes, a better mate. Yes.
Wicket.
Brock, what about you?
My guess is Obi-Wan, because this is such a random like list.
And Andrew, what about you?
Who hasn't been said yet? You know what? Chief Palpatine.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's just a random list. The Land Before Time.
It's such a random like list.
Oh, I know.
Like, I'm down with it being like very all over the place.
Oh, Lucasfilm produced Land Before Time.
Like, it's not just men and women, but like.
Yeah, but it's just they picked characters' names out of their butts.
Mm-hmm.
Land Before Time, produced by Lucasfilm.
I want somebody to write that book. I think that'd be really interesting. Okay, you got Captain Typho. He gets the job. because his uncle Panaka is like, I'm sick of this queen. You protect her now. And Typho's maybe the same age-ish as Padme, and he's heard things about her, and he's like, ooh, she's cool, she's beautiful, I like her, whatever. He's got this crush on her, and he's protecting her, he's her bodyguard. And then some pouty emo Jedi comes swaggering on the scene and like scoops up all of Padme's attention, and Typho's like, damn it. And he's just like this whole sort of like love triangle thing where only he is aware of everything going on, and he's just watching Padme and Anakin from behind the scenes and is like, him? Really? He's killed all those Stamp people? That'd be a fun book. The Pining of Typho.
Do you think like George Lucas in his head, he probably would never admit this, like he just created Padme because he had to. You know what I mean? Like it's just sort of like she's been fleshed out, but like you kind of need a female character, so he has someone to fall in love with and then have kids with.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, she's kind of pointless. Oh, that's not. I don't like that because I do like the character, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes the prequels, it's like you kind of just break it down to like these characters just exist to get us to New Hope. Am I being too defeatist here?
No, I see what you mean. I mean, when he's putting pencil to paper, he's like, okay,
yeah,
I need a mom.
Everybody needs a mom. Yeah. Do you think George Lucas is like, wow, they really took that character I just thought of? Do you think he ever marvels in it? Because I get the sense that and sometimes he does not approve, right? Or does he ever just sit there, look across the ranch? I think does he still live on Skywalker Ranch, or does he live other places, and just be like, yes, I have created something good. We're just like, wow, I've really taken my idea and gone with it.
When there's no cameras on him, I like to think he just runs through Target, like buying all the Stormtrooper toys, and is like, this is great. I made this.
I made this. Oh my god.
He just goes, he waits for someone in Target when they're buying Star Wars toys and walks up to him and says, you're welcome. He's like, who's this old man?
My internet's so frozen right now
what's
that
up?
I'm just letting you guys talk. You guys want to do some trivia?
Cool.
Phil, how
Okay,
you doing
yeah,
anyway?
yeah.
How's everything going over there,
Yeah, let's
Phil?
do some trivia.
Yeah, it's okay. It's they've actually there's not that much going on here. It's the amount of people that have been infected is really low, which is quite good, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it's really, really low. Like today, I think they had 27 people that got infected.
Okay.
But they've just literally stopped everything. Like it's a real shutdown. It's almost the sort of China way of dealing with it, where they're like, the government are saying there's no option to go outside. You have to stay in unless you're doing something critical. And, you know, they've banned all booze. They've banned all pubs. They've banned all pretty much everything that involves going outside. So it is working. It is working.
That's good.
Yeah, so...
That's interesting, though. Like, why ban alcohol just so people don't get out of hand?
The problem they have is that this weekend, like the same weekend as Easter in their holiday, is what they call Songkran, which is the big water festival. It's basically their New Year. It's their New Year, basically.
Oh, wow.
So they said, okay, well, we can't do it because if we sell alcohol in the shops, then people are just going to go out, out anyway, because it's like New Year, basically. So everybody's off from work anyway.
Good move.
So they've cut that for about a month, I think, something like that. I think it's like 20 days or 30 days they've cut that for. And everything's shut. Unless you're out going to Tesco's or to, I don't know, Target, whatever, Morrison's or whatever. You can't be outside, so and it is working, so it's good. But yeah, it's a little bit boring, but I don't know.
So next year, that water festival is going to be massive to compensate for this.
Have you heard of the water festival they have every year? It's
Never, no.
insane. It's basically 5 days. The whole country shuts down for a water fight. It's a water fight, basically.
So cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's people just buy water pistols, and traditionally it's like a thing to wash away the sins of I don't know, some kind of. But it's nowadays it's just a party and a 5-day water pistol festival.
So then, like, are you walking down the street and someone will squirt you with?
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. But it's more like you're riding a motorbike and people are lobbing water at you when you're doing sort of 60 down the high. It's lethal. Yeah, they have a bad kind of. It's not the most. I mean, health and safety wise, you wouldn't be allowed to do it. But it's the whole country shuts down. And it's sort of the only things that are open are bars and restaurants and pubs and things like that. And it's just a big party for 5 days. But it's not on this year.
You need to bring a person, like anybody who lives in the Western world, you need to bring them there during the water festival, but don't tell them anything.
Yeah.
Just let them experience it, be in the car and see some random dude throw a water balloon.
You can't go out. You just get soaked through. So like my friends come out. Some of my friends from back home come out. Normally they come out in April to visit
Nice.
the water festival, but this year it's all been cancelled.
Rightfully so. Everything's canceled pretty much here till at least July.
That's okay. It's not going to go on forever. So
no, exactly. And you have wonderful web streams like this happening every day. You can watch James and Aaron drink wine. It's we'll survive.
We were doing that without the video, so the video just helped. But yeah, or you can go to Vancouver and join in one of their marches to stop the quarantine. I feel like that's like the march that
is there a lot of those marches happening?
I think it was just a couple idiots. But isn't that like the opposite effect is going to happen? Like, we're marching to prove you... No. You march, you're in longer. Like, sit down, lock your door, make yourself a cupcake, and stay inside. Nobody needs to see your
deal
face.
with it and it'll be
exactly. Like, stop being babies about this. Like Phil said, it's going to pass. We just be patient.
Yeah.
And let's do trivia.
Yeah.
I just dropped. What's the Sven? Sven's from Frozen. I just dropped him. Don't ask questions. All right, here we go. Trivia. Why did the Trade Federation stop all shipping to the planet Naboo? To show their support of the taxation of trade routes, to boycott the taxation of trade routes, to attempt to get exclusive shipping rights through Naboo systems, to entice the Galactic Senate into creating new trade routes.
You need to read this question to like your 6-year-old niece.
Just walk away halfway through. COVID.
Why did the Trade Federation stop all shipping to the planet Naboo? To show their support of the taxation of trade routes, to boycott the taxation of trade routes, to attempt to get exclusive shipping rights through Naboo's system, to entice the Galactic Senate into creating new trade routes. Andrew, what do you got?
I think that they don't like those taxes and they're going to boycott the taxation of trade routes. Phil, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I thought boycott. I thought that was a boycott. Yeah.
See, this is
I think they say the word boycott, right? And they say the word boycott in the movie.
That sounds like a word.
Yeah.
This is where you lose people's interest in the prequels. It's like, for taxation. They wanted to make sure that they had full rights to everything. I'm just like, ugh.
And thus resulted in the Naboo Tea Party.
This is what reminds me of when we were talking about Wat Tambor. I was like, some of the stuff in these movies is just like, I like it because it gives it color, but like, it's when you really break it down, you're like, what? Also, when I say Wat Tambor, I think of Jeffrey Tambor from Arrested Development.
Yes. He's going to play him in episode 10.
There's always money in
the banana.
The banana.
The Techno Union.
All right, so you guys' final answer is
Boycott.
Girl caught.
boycott the taxation of trade
We
routes
should-
is correct.
We should do like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire rules where we can call people. Hey, Daryl.
Yeah, somebody needs to call Rob McDonald. Get him on here.
I get to go outside, like take the camera with me, like, hey.
Make sure you got a nice zoom
What's
lens
the
on
next
it.
question?
Next question. What, according to
Yeah.
Watto, wasn't worth trading to slaves? A T-14 hyperdrive. B, an astromech droid. C, a starship. D, a pod racer. I don't know what voice that was. That was, I don't know. Sounds like a
Who voices Watto?
Watto.
His name is Andy Scum. I think that's how you say it.
It's
Oh.
actually Watto is himself.
Yeah, he's real. George, like, bioengineered a monster.
Oh my gosh, I just wrote the Phantom Menace in IMDb and I wrote it Meance. The
Give
Phantom
him life, and
Meance.
he's like,
Phil,
"They're
what do
gonna
you
make my
got?
film now about space war.
Give me a call.
Because I'm just looking in the chat. I didn't hear any of
Give us that question one more time, James.
that. Sorry, yeah.
Patty today.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Welcome
What?
to the Rebel Scum Pod.
What, according to Watto, wasn't worth trading to slaves? A T-14 hyperdrive, an astromech droid, a starship, a pod racer.
I'm going to say a pod racer.
Got the questions coming
Is
in.
it hyperdrive?
A T-14 hyperdrive, an
Does he need to
astromech
make money?
droid, a starship, or a pod racer?
Oh yeah, it's the thing to fix the. Yeah, it's the thing to fix the
Yeah,
ship.
yeah.
Sorry.
But I was stuck on that too because I'm like, no, because he had the pod. Whatever.
Because he bets the pod racer,
Yeah.
doesn't he? He bets
Qui-Gon
that
Jinn
against
has a
it.
real
Yeah, yeah.
gambling problem.
It's the thing to fix the ship.
What would have happened if they just took Shmi when they left?
Oh,
Like,
Should have added a cool.
With like all the Tatooine chase-
That would have been a cool layer. It's like Watto sends some dudes after them, and then during the Battle of Naboo, they got to deal with some like gunslinger coming in, being like, hey,
because they're owned by Watto.
Yeah.
But
There's a chip
weren't they
in them.
owned by the Hutts at one point?
yeah, the chip.
Gotcha. Their head explodes or something.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's Battle Royale.
Yeah, I was thinking about rereading that too. I was like, that's a crazy book. Oh, I know why? Because someone was talking about the hunts. I'm like, that sounds like Battle Royale.
The answer
What's
is
the answer, James Basile?
the answer is a pod racer. Yeah. They want the T-14 hyperdrive. Why did the Jedi and Queen
Yeah, I thought
Amidala...
it was a pod racer.
It's pod racer. Why did the Jedi and Queen Amidala have to land on Tatooine? Their hyperdrive engine had been damaged. They needed navigational assistance. They wanted to see the Boonta Eve Classic to find Anakin Skywalker.
Why did they place these questions together?
Yeah.
Because how does this game work? Do you read every question that's on the card?
You
Is
know
there,
what?
like,
I think I've only played it properly
How do you
once. I don't know. I think you roll and then you ask a question on the card and you put the card down. I think. I don't know. Why did the Jedi and Queen
Like
Amidala
the
have to land on
pursuit, yeah.
Tatooine? Their hyperdrive engine had been damaged. They needed navigational assistance. They wanted to see the Boonta Eve Classic to find Anakin Skywalker. Rachel's saying A.
Boonta Eve.
Jonathan Davis is saying Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hyperdrive
Obi-Wan.
was damaged, I'd say.
So we
Does there
have-
exist a Funko Pop of like a character in a pod racer? Is that a thing yet?
I don't think so. Maybe.
That would
There's the
be
Anakin
beautiful.
pod racer one. I think he did something.
There's Anakin that's got his goggles on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Nope, there's the Sebulba one came out. I wanted that one, but I screwed up and I didn't order my box in time.
Oh, maybe that's one.
But he's not on a pod racer. It's just Sebulba. No, there's no pod racing one. But I could see.
Sebulba.
Yeah. Voodoo. The answer is Hyperdrive.
Voodoo indeed.
Hyperdrive. Ben Quadanero. We'll save these. I think we're going to have to cut today short. The internet is not being a friend, obviously. I have work to
You
do.
got a friend in
Brock, we're going to record episode 165 tomorrow.
Sure. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow good? Yeah.
Or tonight? Or right now? Yeah, sure.
No, like Wednesday. Wednesday.
Cool. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. The day after today.
They're really running out of things to say to each other.
Well, my internet, so I'm looking at the chat. The internet, my internet is, it looks like it's picking up. It's just so bad today. Like I said, it wasn't on all morning.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well.
I've got a trivia question.
Go for it.
What do you got, Phil?
It's not Star Wars related. Is that all right?
Yep.
Let's do it.
This is it's movie related. This is what movie did I watch today?
It wasn't. You
No, but
watched Titanic.
I'll give you some
yesterday.
clues. I'll give you some clues. So, original release date, July the 1st, 1987. Starring Dennis Quaid, Ryan, and Martin Short.
Inner Space.
Incredible Journey. Is that what?
Huh?
That's the same
Inner
thing.
Space.
Is Inner Space? Is that what?
Inner Space, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't there that Fantastic Voyage is what
Well
I'm
done.
thinking of.
You're
which is
thinking
Inner
of
Space,
Captain
yeah.
Ron.
Inner
yeah.
Space.
Oh, cool.
It's Kurt Russell.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies of all time.
That is a
That
lot
was
shorter
a
than
month
Titanic.
after I was born.
I was really hoping you were going to say Nuns on the Run. So
Nah.
I remembered all the movies you talked about last time you were on. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a movie that if you went to a VHS like rental store back in the day, you're like, what is this movie?
Yeah.
That's why your list of films, you're like, yeah, I remember that.
Speaking of VHS rentals, Columbia House, if you're still out there and you're listening, send me some stamps.
Stamps.com, not a sponsor. That's true though. Like I'd forgotten about that. Like Stamps.
It's such
like,
a good movie.
Which Inner Space?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, because that's like they're in Martin Short, right?
Yeah, Dennis Quaid
Yeah.
gets sent via some kind of gun thing into his body, and then he has to. Yeah, it's amazing, basically.
And they do like stuff, and then it affects what Martin Short's doing outside.
Yeah, because he can hear him because he's got the speaker, and then he plays that song. Oh, what's the song that he plays? Because he wants him to fall in love with Meg Ryan, but it's really Dennis Quaid. But he has to sort of play this love song through his body.
Amazing.
It's really good. Yeah.
It's like Cyrano de Bergerac, but he's inside.
Yeah. Classics.
Oh man, classic film. Man, some of the movies they made back in the day are random, but then you think about the movies they make today, and you're like, yeah.
But they were so good though. Like, I mean, they had
Oh,
Dennis
yeah, no,
Quaid
I
in
mean,
it. I mean, Dennis Quaid is like proper.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't
right.
just.
No, he is. I mean,
Is he?
like, and like
Yeah.
even now, it's just crazy. Like, I'm thinking, yeah, he just has a big beard now, but he's like, he's one of those actors that just goes like, he has all these like periods in his like career where he's like this and he's this. And he's one of those kind of people that's like, oh wow,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just
he-
weaves in and out.
like if things had turned out a different way, he would have been in Top Gun basically.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
If Tom Cruise had turned it down, like Dennis Quaid would have been Maverick. I'd imagine.
Wow.
Yeah.
The 80s.
That's not a fact. That's just my personal.
All right, guys. Let's wrap this up. Thanks for joining us. Phil, any last words for the day?
Nothing whatsoever.
Andrew?
Watch Inner Space.
Yeah.
I've already pleaded to Columbia House, so my plea is out there on the airwaves. If
Maybe
you're listening,
she-
thanks.
And Brock?
I'm gonna go watch Dune on Netflix. No, I'm gonna read it first, then I'm gonna watch it
That's the right answer, Brock.
Is it on Netflix?
because I feel like, yeah, I looked it up while we were getting ready. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Prepare
right.
yourself for a lot of weird eyebrows and whispering.
Nice.
All right, enjoy that. Everybody stay in, stay safe. Phil, thank you so much for joining us today. And Brock, you were always scum.
Rebels, scum.
Cause we are one in the force. We gotta get back to the soul.